You might have watched some of my previous videos where I played the stupid game of turning over decks of cards or rolling dice, and every time I see the number 4, I scream "Death!" as loudly as I can. I thought I'd share a little backstory of how I came to know about, well, in Chinese they call it tetraphobia, the idea that the number 4 is unlucky. When I was a kid, we first got connected to the internet when I was in 3rd grade, if I remember correctly, and I used to love to download all sorts of games online. And one time I had downloaded this pinball game. I think it was written in QBasic. And in order to launch the ball, you had to select how many times you pressed the down button to show how far the spring unwinds. And then you would press the space bar to launch the ball. And you could choose quite a few different... It was pretty deterministic. The number of times you pressed the down button, if you did it the same number of times, the next time the ball launched in the same pattern. And I quickly discovered how many times I should press the down button before launching the ball to get the best score. And I think it was 5 times that had the best result. One time I had accidentally pressed the down button only 4 times, and the ball bounced around. It instantly fell down the drain. You didn't even get to touch the ball. And I was telling my dad about this, and he says, well, yeah, of course, because 4 is death. He was speaking in Chinese, so they actually do sound alike. I thought he had made that up. And I talked to some of my other Chinese friends, and they confirmed that in Chinese 4 is unlucky. And so I learned that 4 is death. And after that, I started to use the number 4 in place of death. You know, I would be talking to somebody, for example, I might say, how many people have Ford during this whole COVID-19 crisis, right? I would say something like that when I would be talking to my friends who knew that 4 meant death. When I was in 6th grade, I learned that if you mix ammonia and bleach, it makes a toxic gas. And I figured if you mixed enough of it, it might kill you, right? And so I came up with a slogan for not mixing ammonia and bleach. I said ammonia plus bleach equals 4, right? And I love the concept of having 2 things add up to 4, right? A few years after that, a friend of mine had gotten in trouble for drinking and driving, and I think he totaled his car, and he got arrested, and he lost his license for some amount of time. And so he learned his lesson, though, and sometimes he and I still joke that drinking plus driving equals 4, right? And right now, especially, if you poison your immune system, right, you eat a lot of junk food, especially sugar, especially trans fat, and then on top of that, you don't practice good social distancing, right? Those 2 things could easily add up to 4 now, right? Some people choose to. Most of us are emphasizing the social distancing, but I think the other side of the equation is the keeping your immune system strong, right? There are a lot of people who have recovered from COVID-19, didn't even realize they had COVID-19, right? What else can add up to 4? Texting and driving, obviously, right? Texting plus driving. I have a friend who's just really addicted to checking his phone. He almost gets like a panic attack if he knows that he has an email and he's driving and he can't get to his phone and he checks it. I have to be very careful. Sometimes if I think about texting him, I almost think about doing it in the middle of the night just to make sure he's not actually driving. What else could equal 4? I'll let you think about it and post a comment on what 2 things could add up to equal 4, right? Actually, there's a lot of things you can't mix bleach with, right? Hydrochloric acid and bleach, they add up to 4 as well. Bleach plus alcohol also equals 4. And then if you boil the bleach, it makes an explosive chemical called sodium chlorate, right? Which is an oxidizer. So boiling plus bleach plus some kind of fuel, right? Maybe sugar or sulfur. Plus boiled bleach also equals 4, right? Because it could explode and kill you, right? Leave a comment if you have any other combinations that add up to 4. Thanks for watching.